Hello, ladies and gentlemen. As always, I'm your host, AirsoftAL. Sorry for the echo. I'm currently in my brother's garage because the studio, or at least the background and the thing we're setting up for 2025's reviews are currently, So, sorry for the echo. But, ladies and gentlemen, back in 2024, during the Operation Blackburn event, two awesome guys gifted me, basically, a new submachine gun. Basically, they basically brought me out there during the giveaway, and legitimately, they helped me out greatly. They, honest to God, I go watch my Autism and Me video if you want to hear more about that, or my thoughts on Operation Blackburn too. Just know that Strong Hand and Little Bit helped me out by supplying me with essentially a very expensive gun. And yeah. Another thing, you probably saw no intro for 2025 yet. Still figuring out what I want that to be. But, new year, new reviews, and might as well start off strong with a gun that is fully licensed, EMG, and just, yeah. So, let's start this, shall we? And what better way to start off than talking about the box? The box, of course, is actually, after doing a lot of research, again, hearsay, sporadic photos, things like that. Apparently, this is legitimately the box you would get if you bought an actual Noveske's firearm. It has a FET silver edge gearbox and all that stuff. Basically fancy stuff that I have no idea about. It also comes with a lot of other things, blah, 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 blah. But this isn't what you care about. You don't care about the box, you care about what's inside the box. And, yeah. What's inside the box? Actually pretty cool. Probably wasn't expensive. But, pissing off my brother aside, let's talk about the gun, shall we? So the pew in question, of course, is the, well, Noveske 10.5 inch, just beautiful PCC. I am not one for over-tactical. I have said that many times before. I don't like the over-tactical stuff, but this, I don't know. I kind of like this. Like, legitimately, I love the look of it. I love the totally not Magpul PTS, just stock, basically. I like that. And the stock itself, I kind of want to talk about here. The stock, not only, of course, can you see up in there, but also has the locking lugs for any sort of MOE cheek risers. Something I'll get in the future, I don't know yet. I will say this. There's a lot going on with this, and it is actually really cool. There's a lot of stuff on here. Obviously, the M-lock here, obviously. But there is some stuff that's kind of forgone, I'm afraid, from this. But we'll get to that in a second. So, big thing, though, is the stock, starting off from here to the front, has this lovely little button here, which sadly you're going to lose one way or another. But if you pull this out, almost lost it there, proved my point, this hinges open to where you can actually get to the Dean's connector, which has the MOSFET, or an inline MOSFET, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, I don't know the tech, I'm just not a person who actually understands this. Your standard 6-position stock, of course, which, again, it's not that bad, and you can actually see the battery. There, you can fit a good amount of batteries in here, minus, of course, the obvious butterflies. Moving up, we have a fully ambidextrous fire selector, which I do love. Fully ambidextrous charging handle, again, I do love. And, nice little feature here, bolt lock hold open to adjust the housing. And, of course, a fully ambidextrous bolt release. And, let's go ahead and get to the elephant in the room about this, because on the actual real steel, the magazine release would be a fully ambidextrous magazine release, but you still have that fully ambidextrous paddle right there, much like you would on MP5, HK line rifles, just that iconic middle button magazine latch. Going up, we have honestly a lot of M-lock space on not just the 6, but also on the 5, on the I think it's the 5. Yeah, it is the 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, on the 10 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 6 o'clock positions. It is, you are not hurting for M-lock space. And that is something I am very happy about. The iron sights are actually Noveske iron sights. And I have read that you could actually take these and put them on your actual Noveske PCC. The big thing I kind of like is actually the design of the rear sight, especially. I use these in the gameplay footage that you're about to see. And it's a simple, like, push that forward if you want your basic open combat sight, basically. But flip up that right there for your more precision shooting. And again, they both work just fine. They're not intrusive and they can be put out of the way relatively easy, and their low profile makes it to where if you have a red dot or anything, you can still use these. But they're high enough to where you can look over your red dot, depending on what red dot you're using. Again, I legit love these. And of course, going up to the front, you have 14mm negative threading. I haven't removed this yet to do whatever, but I will probably in the future. Again, haven't decided. But in terms of if this is a cheap plastic thread cover here, it's not. It's not cheap. It is actually relatively thick. Like, this is a thick piece of plastic right here. Not like your basic AR-15 or your AK plastic flash hiders or, you know, that sort of thing. It's actually a really good, solid, thick piece of plastic. Now, I've talked about this, and yes, I will say this right now. This grip is technically a Magpul grip, or at least a Magpul variant, or at least a thing like that, blah, 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 blah. It's legitimately actually a really nice grip, I'm not gonna lie. It's a very comfy grip, very nice, thick grip, very big, chunky body grip. But I know a lot of you are probably going to be asking some things, so let's go ahead and get the big one out of the way. The elephant in the room, the price tag for the Noveske. It's not cheap. It's not. But then again, you're paying for a lot in this bad boy. So yeah, for those who do want a PCC, this ain't it if your budget ain't going to hold it, because it's pretty up there. Jesus Christ. But then again, the real steel probably isn't that expensive, right? Right? Oh, come on! Okay. Before I have an absolute fucking mental breakdown on the actual price tag of both this and the real steel, I will say that the body itself is made up of mostly nylon construction, basically polymer. I want to say a polymer lower and a polymer upper, but I might be wrong on that because of the way the coating is, the finish is on the body. So I could definitely be wrong on that, and I'm not going to try and say one way or another. But I will say the actual handguard is very, very much so metal, and is a very thick body, very thick, or at least very well constructed metal. So yeah, I have nothing else to say outside of let's go ahead and get to the gameplay, which was definitely hard to decide what gameplay to use because I had taken the Noveske over to Sector 9 Airsoft and we had a lot of fun. And I had to decide, hey, what gameplay should I use for this? And I thought, what the heck, why not use a little bit of everything? So here's some gameplay of Infection. Well, something like that, actually. But hope you enjoy.
Such a dirty bitch, Woo! Run!
Watch it, watch it, watch it. We are way too freaking exposed. We're gonna run to the saloon, all right? Yeah, he's on the corner over there. Flip it to full. Flip to full. Try and move on him. Come on.
Somebody shooting like right under that sun.
Clear. Clear.
That was on this right side. Okay.
Yeah, shh, shh. Don't. Come on. Watch corners, watch corners. All right. Clearing. Clear. Yeah, let's go. Watch it. All right, clear right, I'll clear left. Yeah, clear right, I clear left. All right. Clear. Clear. Back up. Watch it. Wait. Dang it!
Hey.
Ah! Hit! Go tag him. Ah! Hit! I'm gonna run across. I'm gonna get that guy. All right?
I'm gonna jump off.
Yeah, we're still in teams. Yeah, we're still good. We're still good. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Go. Watch. There might be a guy. There might be a guy in Long John's. Watch your corners. Watch your corners. Watch those corners. Watch the buildings. Hey, watch that building. There might be someone in there. I'm moving over here. Clear.
We have a pretty big squad built up. I do.
Watch it, watch it, watch it. Watch those corners. Right behind you, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shh, 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 shh.
What?
Yeah, yeah. We got contacts over in the building over there.
I think we were. I think we were. I think we were on the same team. You know what? Here we are. Out for the victory. Game over.
So, yeah. When it comes to Noveske here, it's definitely worth its namesake. It's definitely worth its price tag's sake. It's definitely worth the trademarks. But is it worth it overall? Not really. Look, I'm saying this as someone who's played with a lot of PCCs so far. I played with the GNG, ARP9, I played with the Battle X from Lancer Tactical. And believe me when I say there are better PCCs in the market that's not going to break your bank. The Battle X being a very much so big contender. I mean, hell, I built the thing up to be a Magpul PTS gun. And that is one of its more highlights. But then again, much like, say, a fast sports car, you're going for performance over anything else. And the way I see the Noveske here, I see it as that beautiful Lamborghini from Miami Vice, or even GTA Vice City, that beautiful sports car that is great, it adds performance, but it's a performance with a price tag. And that's exactly what it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, overall, if I was going to give this my ratings, and taking into account the price tag and all, I know you guys are expecting me to give this thing a legendary, but I simply can't because of that price tag. This gun is not going to be available for a lot of people who are on very much so a budget. And in the vast sea of pistol caliber carbine replicas we have in Airsoft, there are other options for those who fit their budgets but still have performance. It's basically like saying, hey, I want this freaking AE86 from Japan, but the closest I can get is a freaking Nissan FRS, or much like from my own childhood, hey, I want to have this truck here, this Ford 1500, but I gotta go with my Ford Ranger instead. I know there's bad examples, but it's what comes off the top of my head when it comes to at least somewhat of an example of basically what I've seen growing up in the South. And of course, sports cars and things like that. So, overall, the Noveske here, the Noveske PCC 10.5 inch, and believe me, this thing actually comes in a variety of different configurations. Like, I do love the fact that they have like a PDW version, which is why you see these right here on the body. But what I'm trying to say, folks, the Noveske gets no more, no less than a 9 out of 10. A must own. And while yes, it is very much so a must own for those who have the money and those who wish they had the money, it's a must own for a reason. Much like how a Lamborghini from the 80s is a must own, or a Ferrari from the 80s is a must own, or freaking a Porsche 911 is a must own, or even a Harley Davidson, or any other amazing vehicles that you wish you had the money for, but you couldn't own it, but you want it. Anyway, thank you all so very much for watching. As always, I've been AirsoftAL, and next time we take a look at a gas blowback rifle, and whether or not KWA still has it or not. And this is the first review of 2025, and there's a lot more to come. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I've been AirsoftAL, and I shall see you lovely people in the next video. Till next time, later.